Hello everyone, welcome back to the Listen to Sunil Vaishnava podcast. I'm your host Sunil Vaishnava. I hope everyone doing great. In a shocking incident, a man named Shahrukh Hussain committed a heinous crime out of one-sided love in Jharkhand. The 19-year-old set ablaze his neighbor Ankit Singh, a 12th class student, after she rejected his proposal. Shahrukh, who is the next door neighbor of Ankita, used to follow her on the pretext that he was in love with her. He even proposed to her, but she rejected his proposal as she was not interested in him. This made Shahrukh angry, and on 23rd August, while she was sleeping in her room, he poured petrol on her from the window and burnt her alive. She was immediately taken to the hospital. Ankita sustained 95% of burns and even battled for life for a few days, but unfortunately on August 28th, she passed. It is being said that before her death, she was continuously asking every visitor to tell her honestly whether she would survive or not. Following receiving information about these incidents, Executive Magistrate visited the hospital and inquired, where Ankita named Shahrukh as the culprit. After taking Ankita and her family members' statement, police arrested Shahrukh the same day. A video of him being arrested has been going viral on social media, in which can be seen smiling shamelessly, having zero regrets about the heinous crime he committed. Ever since the video clip has gone viral, people are showing their anger on social media and demanding justice for Ankita. This is not the only case from Jharkhand. According to data, many murders committed are usually motivated by one-sided love affairs. Jharkhand is not alone. Stories of women being harassed, abused, or killed in the name of love is so regular that we usually turn a blind eye. Here are just a few instances of the many that prove stalking is an everyday horror in this country. A 24-year-old woman was stabbed and strangled inside her home in Hyderabad. The man was her colleague and wished to marry her. She refused. He stalked her for 6 months, threatened to kill himself and her, and finally he barged into her house when she was alone and killed her. A 21-year-old man was arrested for killing a minor girl with an axe in southwest Delhi in order to take revenge from her father, who had slapped him for stalking her. He had been stalking the 16-year-old girl for some months, and her father had slapped him, due to which he wanted to take revenge. A 20-year-old girl from Haryana was killed by her neighbor on her wedding day. After her wedding ceremony, she was headed to her groom's house. Her neighbor, who had been harassing her for the past few months, stopped her vehicle. He pumped 5 bullets into the newlywed girl and fled along with his friends. A 17-year-old girl was attacked and stabbed multiple times by a stalker in Hyderabad. The incident took place in broad daylight. The accused proposed to the girl multiple times and the girl refused, and he has been stalking the minor for quite some time. The victim was walking to her college when he stabbed her multiple times with a knife, and she suffered multiple injuries on her skull, neck and hand. He then dragged her to the small lane where he continued to assault her. NCRB, National Crime Records Bureau, has released a report on August 29 about the crimes that were recorded in 2021. According to the latest data released by NCRB, crime against women rose by 15.3% in 2021 from the previous year. The NCRB report also shows that the rate of crime against women increased from 56.5% in 2022 to 64.5% in 2021. Majority of these cases fall in the category of cruelty by husband or his relatives, followed by assault on women with intent to outrage or modesty, kidnapping and abduction, and rape. According to the report, the highest rate of crime against women in 2021 was registered in Assam. The state recorded over 29,000 such cases last year. The other top states in this category include Odisha, Haryana, Telangana, and Rajasthan. Nagaland stood out with the lowest number of crimes against women registered in the past 3 years: 43 cases in 2019, 39 in 2020, and 54 in 2021. It also had the lowest crime rate against women for 2021 at 5.5%. And over 28,000 women were abducted last year to be compelled into marriage, including 12,000 minors. Uttar Pradesh stood out with the highest number of cases, followed by Bihar. What are the solutions then? How we could control the stalking and harassment problems in India? The first solution is that we should stop glorifying harassment and stalking in Indian cinema. Whether you agree or not, movies have always played a major role in shaping society. Indian cinema over time has manifested violence and abuse as a symbolism of romantic relations between the characters. The representation of stalking and harassment is dramatized, making reality more feasible. Typically, in all the movies, a woman is chased by a man till she finally agrees and settles for him. Most of these movies and their perspectives are marked by a patriarchal mindset, often romanticize the victim's trauma as an act of falling in love. However, these films, often blockbusters, do not account for how they affect the young India. The second solution is to understand no means no. Think about the words yes and no. We have been saying them for as long as we can remember, from the moment we could speak and understand. To yes is to agree, to say no is to disagree. Unfortunately, a few men don't understand the term no when a woman says it because they believe that a true man never bends, never stops, and never fails. So often they're not ready to take no for an answer. Most of the time, this obsession ends up in a crime. Third solution is that we need right education. We have to provide right education to kids. We have to educate them about consent. We have to educate that we shouldn't intrude someone's privacy. By providing right education, we could control violence against women. That's it for today. If you like this episode, please share it with your friends. I would like to remind you that my latest book, The Forgotten Day, is available on Amazon, Flipkart, and Kindle. Please do check it out. Thank you and have a great day.